Carroll. I am the proud brother of Victoria Carroll. I was placed in foster care when I was a kid. The first time I was planning to run away in the woods. And my older sister, Rhodesia, she said, we have to go. There's a lot dealing with daddy issues, who didn't understand what was going on in the household, who still had to maintain that older brother figure, who longed for his siblings to love him. That we have to keep fighting. Because the next kid down the line who's in the foster care system, he might need to hear that there's hope. I'm January Little, and I say to all of those out there is hope. And that our fight is worth it, and that we're being heard. The foster care system changed my life because I know that I have worth.
Life is more than just a tragedy. It's about experiences, the people you get to meet, and how they impact your life, the accomplishments that you can achieve just by being positive, just by saying, you know what, this is my life. I want to succeed in life. I want to be able to do great things so that one day I can tell my children, or they can tell their children, that my mom never let her life determine where she was going and how she was going to succeed in life. It didn't determine if she was going to be able to be loved. All it determined was that she had a shot just like everyone else, and that she can do whatever she put her mind to just like everyone else.
Hello, my name is Victoria Carroll, and the first time that I got in foster care, I was a little girl. Well, I was a baby. Don't remember too much about it. And the second time I was in the system, I remember a good bit of it. I remember them knocking on the door and them coming in and they searching our house and they telling us that we had to go. I remember my siblings packing up everything. I'm sitting over there confused because I didn't know what was going on. And we got into the van and all of a sudden we were leaving. I remember looking out the window wondering why we were leaving our home and who were these people, because I had no clue. Eventually, I found out that we were back into the system and that our mother was incapable of keeping us at the time. And so it was only three of us who really went into the system. It was me, my two oldest brothers that actually went into the system. The rest of my siblings, it's 7 of us, so the rest of my siblings didn't have to due to their age, because in the system 18 and older, they just don't keep you. You're grown up. So me and my brother that's above me, we went into the same home, and the first home we went to was the worst. We would keep to ourselves. We wouldn't talk to nobody until one day we decided to go play cards in her little den area. She had a little den area where like the kids could like play games, do anything, so they wouldn't be in the way of adults walking back and forth in the living room, the main area. At the time, of course, me and brother didn't even know what cards were. We just was playing just so that people would even bother us. And then all of a sudden she came downstairs and she blew up on us. She yelled and she was like it was the devil's work and that we shouldn't play those devil things in her house, and that she just kept saying the same thing. And minutes later she called our social worker and she told our social worker that we were trouble and that she refused to keep both of us in the home at the same time. So she took my brother and left me by myself. It was heartbreaking. It's hard. I felt defenseless after a while because I didn't have nobody to stick up for me. And then after that, it went downhill. My foster parent, she would beat me for no reason. She would beat me for her things that her kids did. Her kids used to pick on me to a point where it just got bad and I just lashed out. Basically, after that, I went from home to home until I got to a place called Palmetto. And in this place, once you get admitted into this place, everyone there had to take medication. There was no, okay, you took medication, you didn't. Everyone had to take medication, whether it was for sleep, whether it was for anxiety, whether it was for mental issues. Everyone has to take it. I took sleeping pills, even though I didn't have issues sleeping. Surprisingly, I took sleeping pills to help me sleep, and even though I didn't need it, they put me on it, which it also made me gain weight. So I ate twice as much than I wanted to. I felt that place was horrifying. If you would act up or if you got out of hand, they had these, I guess, special needles to where they will hold you down and then they would give you a shot in your bottom. And the shot will automatically put you to sleep. It was no joke. I got a couple when I was there due to, like, girls wanted to pick on me or, but overall, I feel like foster care has impacted me mentally, definitely, socially. A lot of, like, after I got out of the system, I didn't really talk to people. I didn't know how to make friends until I actually joined sports, but even then I still kept my distance. Mentally, I had a whole different, I guess, look on life after being in the system. I kind of created this negative thought of myself, so every time something great would happen, I'll always come back with a negative thought. I don't know why I did that, but it's just something that I did. But it didn't stop me from doing anything. If anything, it helped me. I went to high school. I was top 5 in my class. I played sports. I was top 10 in Post and Courier. I graduated and now I'm in college. I'm in my second year, finishing up, and a lot of people say that foster care kids, they don't make it this far, or it's hard for them to make it this far because of the tragedy they've been through. But I feel like we should use that tragedy, we should use that pain and that hurt to just push us further, because that's what I did. And I hope that all the kids who truly came after me or who were in there when I was in there, hopefully they're using their tragedy or their pain as their strength. So yeah.
It's time for us to stop making excuses and just buck up and realize that life is going to move on regardless if we are on board or not.